So nice to meet you. Please share with me about your spiritual journey. I read a little bit of what you said in the
Yeah,
pre-call
a
blurb,
little
but yeah,
bit.
please share more about it.
Sure. And I've been listening over the last few months. I've been listening to some of your material and some of your interviews. But basically, I can give you kind of a quick survey of what's going on. Um, and then I've always had an interest in spirituality. I was raised kind of just mainstream Christian and raised in kind of an academic family. And I remember being about 16 or 17 and listening to Alan Watts on television.
Nice.
Do you know who Alan Watts is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that got my real attention because it was like kind of there's a certain mystique, and I had no idea actually what he was talking about, but I was still intrigued. So I did that for a while, and then went through college and stuff, and it was the Vietnam era, and so I was drafted, but I went to in the Navy and volunteered and narrowly escaped going to Vietnam, but took care of a lot of soldiers because I was in the medical corps. And so got out that and then got married and kind of resumed kind of a typical life. And eventually, I got interested in spirituality later in like the 80s. And I loved Osho, although I never saw him. I ordered a lot of his books and stuff, and then eventually got involved with a spiritual teacher named Imaho. He was kind of an unknown, but when Osho passed away, Imaho picked up a lot of his students, and so I was involved with him for about 10 years, with doing one-on-one um, meetings and stuff. And he was very, very good, very stable, and nothing too weird, except he would do a fire dance kind of a thing. So we would do something called the fire dance. And he just passed away just two years ago from all that. But after that period, and that was basically from the 90s to 2000, I moved to Sedona, the spiritual hotspot. And so lived in Sedona for quite a while and lived close by there even now. But I still got involved in other kinds of spirituality, Murji quite a bit, Ramana Maharshi, just old tapes and things and books and material. And Papaji quite a bit, Gangaji, different kind of people like that. And then I discovered, fast forward up to the present, I also had periods of homelessness over the last two to 3 decades. I've been kind of in and out of homeless situations, but I call it 5-star homeless because it was never really, really gritty, really tough. So I was fortunate in that regard. And so here I am. But I noticed one thing for some reason I wanted to share something with you, and that was that about 10 years, or let's say 7 or 8 years ago, I noticed that for the first time, because I've always been kind of spacey, and even though I had real kind of technical jobs and stuff, I was almost kind of in another world. People would say that about me. But about 7 or 8 years ago, I noticed, oh my God, I'm walking down a hallway, and I actually know that I'm walking down a hallway, and my surroundings became quite visible, but only and vital, real, as opposed to just kind of a vagueness. And so I said, well, that's kind of cool, because I noticed when I was really it's solidly grounded, walking around, I noticed that there were fewer thoughts in my head. And so I've been playing with that quite a bit over the last few years, and also I listen to a lot of Muji, a lot of stuff, and I actually have been really addicted to that, all kinds of teachers, and I listen to at the library. I listen to different things on YouTube, and I print them out and I put them in binders, and I have dozens and dozens of binders, but I've been gradually throwing them all away. So I don't have too many of those anymore. So, but what I've noticed even in the last couple of days, kind of amazing, because I got involved with you a little bit, just listening to certain things, and I listened to one interview you did with a lady, and her name was Anna, and I really, really liked that so much that I thought, well, gosh, if Anna can do this, I could call you maybe, because I was really afraid to call you. I just was. I don't know why. And then, but when she came on, she was just so natural and just unassuming and real, and I thought she gave me courage to call you myself. And so, interestingly, coincidentally, over the last 2 days, I've been more and more out of my head into my environment. And it's like real, it's like I can switch. I'll go like, so a little voice will say, oh, you're in your head again. And then all of a sudden I'll notice, oh my God, I'm walking. This is pretty cool, because when I become aware of my environment, mostly visual, some sound, it's like the attachment to thoughts just start to almost diminish. And I was so involved with thoughts in my head, I didn't even know I was involved with thoughts in my head. But the thoughts started coming in about like a decade ago. And then I was aware, at least I was aware of all this stuff in my head. And now, to get out of that, I just look around like I'm looking at my little trailer park thing I'm in. And it's like, oh my God, this is so cool, because I just start looking around, my curtains and the sky and things like that. And at the same time, I notice that the thoughts go into the background, because my thoughts for my entire life have been in the foreground, but I didn't even know they were there, causing so much mischief. So that's really beautiful, and that just started happening 2 or 3 days ago. So that's really, really exciting to do that. So that's kind of a little wackadoodle. So that's the scoop.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Wow, what a journey you've been on. It's a lot of seeking, hey?
Really a little cray-cray, yeah, I know. But thank God I have a great sense of humor, so I can kind of laugh at the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just it. What you're talking about is just kind of, you start to see through the illusions. And that's the thing with all the seeking as well. The mind is just collecting information, collecting concepts,
Sure.
collecting ideas, collecting strategies to get somewhere else. But where is
Yes.
somewhere
Yes.
else right now?
Yes.
Where is
And
it?
at the same time, I had just a lot of phobia for people, like with job interviews and stuff. It was just so hard for me to do normal stuff in life. It was just so hard to interact with people, and I would strategize before I met somebody. I would strategize what to say to them and what to do. All, and invariably, nothing really worked out. But all these strategies, right, just to survive.
Yeah, I
But I always
know.
thought, well, you know what? I could become enlightened, and then I would be happy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so that was the reason I did a lot of that stuff, because I figured, oh my God, maybe, because I had so much fear, and which is kind of cool. In my ripe age of 79, I, for the first time, and I was the last 3 or 4 years, I just, because the thoughts have just slowly tapered off, and it's like I'm so content with just doing the simplest of things without any lofty ambitions or any bullshit. Just simple things. And I now have a girlfriend who's about 10 years younger than me, and girlfriend, quote unquote.
Nice.
And we have the best time because we just are just real simple and stupid in a way, in a good way, right?
That's beautiful. Yeah.
I don't have to sound lofty or like I know what I'm talking about, because chances are I don't.
No.
I do not know what I'm talking about, and it's such a relief.
It's such a relief. I know, me too.
I noticed that, and that was the way you kind of talk and just go from one thing. And Emerson does that too quite a bit. He gets in tangents and stuff, but it's really sweet, because I feel I'm real super empathic, and I just pick up stuff from people. Even sitting next to people, I can just pick up stuff, and so I have to be careful who I sit next to. So anyway, that's kind of but I just thought, and everything is really going quite well, but I thought it would be fun to call you and get a little bit of feedback. But everything is just evolving right in front of me, and especially if I get stuck in thought. There's some little thought, and I know it's a thought, but they'll say, hey, you're stuck again. And thank God for that little thought, because then I'll look around, I'll get up and look around at my surroundings, and it pulls me out almost instantly. And even with feelings that used to weigh me down, like heaviness from the past or something, they'll just disappear so quickly, and I'll just be watching them. I thought, this is pretty darn cool. And so that's the approach I've been using. And I noticed also that my days used to be really quick, and now my days are really long. Oh my God, there's so much time.
Yeah.
So I noticed that about time.
Interesting. Yeah, time is funny like that, hey? It's so subjective.
Yeah. And also I've been thinking, because the last few years I think, oh my God, I'm not getting any younger. I'll be probably dying pretty soon. And that used to just terrify me. And now I just don't think about it. It's really weird.
Right. Like the thoughts just don't come. They're just not there. They don't cause drama. Yeah.
No. And I do art, I'm an artist and do art stuff, and I love doing art. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm so happy for you. And
it's cool.
What were you seeking for before?
Ahead.
Like, what was your mind hoping to find with all the Muji and the Gangaji? Relief.
I just wanted relief. I wanted relief. I didn't want any, but I did when I was with my teacher Imaho. I was really kind of hooked on him. I wanted to almost mimic and become just like him, because he was an amazing person, very beautiful person. But matter of fact, he died just 2 years ago in a sweat lodge.
Oh,
He's a Native American and did sweats, and also he did fire dances that he learned from this Tibetan monk guy that he was a student of. And he did the sweat lodge, and he was in New Mexico at the time, and he announced, "Oh, by the way, this will be the last sweat lodge. I'm leaving." And so during the sweat lodge, he had just a massive coronary and went out just real quick. So he knew
wow.
he was
Wow,
leaving,
what a way to
and
go. Yeah.
but he's a beautiful
Oh,
being, and he wrote several books, but very low key, no popular, totally not like a Muji, nothing like that.
yeah.
Nothing, nothing, not to put Muji's great, but, nothing. But he had quite a following in Europe, several hundred people who he would go and see, do sweat lodges with, and just all kinds of stuff with people. But he's very, very down to earth, just very, he just would call it life, just be kind to life, and life will be kind to you. It's very simple, simple, simple.
Yeah.
So got a lot from him.
Yeah, beautiful.
So so, but back to this beautiful life right now. It's like it's really interesting how like my environment's becoming alive. You know, and it really helps me a lot to be aware of my environment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
And you,
you heard about a kind of a philosophy called human design?
yes. Yeah, I know about
Okay,
that.
I just mentioned in passing because I was involved in that quite a bit about 10 years ago. And, there's 4 or 5 different types of people, and
Hmm.
I'm what is called the reflector. And it's
Oh,
very
you're a
unusual. Like,
unicorn.
well, I'm a reflector in that I don't have a center.
Yeah.
And so most people have a center, and you don't. And when they told me that, it helped me so much. Well, no wonder I was with the things I was, because I wanted to always mimic everybody because I didn't have a center myself. So,
Yeah,
anyway, it was kind of a cool revelation. It helped
that
me
is.
to
They're super
at
rare
least
too, right?
understand
It's like
that.
1% of the population. They're super
Yeah,
rare. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, because one person on the street in Sedona one time, he said to me, "Check out human design. I think you're a reflector. You're
Right.
pretty out there."
Sounds
So,
sounds like something
you know,
someone on the street in Sedona would say to
yes, oh God, Sedona. Oh please.
you. Oh,
Yeah, so I
cool.
went through all the Sedona stuff and had a house there for a while and blah blah blah. So and then
Beautiful.
lived
Yeah.
on the street.
I was there a couple
Yeah.
months ago for the first
Oh,
time.
how cool.
Yeah, just for the day, went my staying with a friend in Arizona or in Phoenix, and we went and did a hike
Okay.
and went out for vegan food after and bought some jewelry and whatnot. Yeah, did the whole Sedona thing.
Cool. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. But it's become quite the tourist attraction over
Yeah,
the years. It's changed quite a bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It definitely seemed busy, traffic, lots of
Oh yeah,
souvenirs.
lots of traffic and stuff. But really sweet up the canyon and stuff. And I've done a lot of hiking in the area, off trail hiking. I've done a lot of stuff. But
Nice.
anyway, that's kind of the gist of what's going on. It's just very. It's like I just kind of watch life and let it live. Instead of trying to manipulate it or try to figure it out, which I used to love to try and figure it out. Well, good luck with that one.
Yeah.
Uh, And now I just don't have any interest in figuring it out, but I'm totally just enchanted with life, enchanted with it.
Aw. Yeah, and things just become
Just,
very simple, right? It's like it's a sobriety. I think we have these ideas of like, I'm gonna have this big, huge mystical experience, and the Buddha's gonna
yes,
come down and tell me I'm enlightened and all of that. But those are all just stories about the next. Those are all just
yeah,
beliefs and
yeah.
comparisons that we heard about someone else. But there's nothing other
Oh,
than
yeah.
this right now, and like it's like the mind can rest in that sobriety.
Yeah, and fortunately for myself, I haven't had too many like little mystical experiences or something that would kind of carry with me away, and or I would I would feel bad if they went away, so I'd have to figure out a way to get those experiences back and blah blah blah. But very very little of that, and I'm glad. It's just
Yeah.
been pretty ordinary, and I've had really good health too. So that's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. It's just taking away the seeing through the mirage of stories of past, of
Yeah,
future, right? Because the mind is always like constructing a future in its imaginary world based on the past. So the future is
yes,
really just a memory. It's just a story that we're imagining based on patterns that have happened before. And so we
yes,
sacrifice the only thing that's real, which is just the directness of life, the miracle, the unexplainable, effortless existence that we're always in for an imagined version of life. Yeah, it's just like another addiction. We think we're going to find some satisfaction, some relief through the very thing that's making us um, intoxicated, which is just a story about the future.
yeah. And the one thing that I'll just throw out there, and that is, I was because I was so lost in thought. I love that phrase, lost in thought. That that was normal for me, and maybe it's normal for a lot of people to just be lost in thought and not even realize they're lost in thought,
Yeah.
not even know that,
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
their world, that's their reality.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
And
like they're
now,
dreaming in
yes,
thought. Yeah.
yes, and they're convinced they figure, well, this is the way it is. And now, to just, looking at these leaves and this tree outside, and it's so beautiful. It's just like things that life also is becoming more vivid than before
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and beautiful and
Yeah.
slowing down
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
amazing. It's so funny. There's a guy next to me. I live in this trailer park, and there's a guy next to me who lives by himself there. And we almost had parallel lives. He was throwing away. He was doing the same thing with. He knows Muji and all those guys, and he was throwing away all these binders too. And we're about the same age. We're going through the same thing together almost.
Oh, are you?
Isn't
Amazing. That's amazing that
that
you,
amazing?
yeah,
What are the chances
that
of
is.
that?
Right.
But he's just a really cool guy. Just
That's beautiful. And is your girlfriend into
so
this
he's
stuff too?
no, no, very, very, very little. Thank God.
Okay.
He's the most wonderful, down to earth Doreen. Doreen's her name, but I call her Doreen Abai. And she's just
Mm,
so sweet and naturally happy and giggly. And just the perfect, because I was actually married still to a woman who had psychosis for years and years. So I was kind of with her, and it was getting really, really difficult. So we split up, and I got back together with Dorina, who I met like 15 years ago. And so we're just like a perfect couple. Just very, very beautiful.
Oh, that's
No,
so
no
amazing.
sweat.
No sweat.
No,
Oh,
no. We got, and but she's the same way in a way. She says, "I don't have to figure anything out," and I said, "I don't either." Isn't it
yeah,
great?
that is great. Yeah.
we got to get, we got to get to the bottom of this. Yep,
I
and we got to do it
know.
right now.
I know, right?
And we have to figure out how come you like you like persimmons and I like porcupines. Why are all these differences there? We got to figure out why. Just
I know.
on and on and on. There's none of that. It's just having fun, just doing simple stuff together, having fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
No worry.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, very sweet. So, yeah. And my daughter in Los Angeles, she's really cool because she's really into non-dualism big time, and she's also into opera. So she performs with the Los Angeles Opera Company, and does all that. And her latest boyfriend is a guy who does tattoos for people, and he's into big time non-duality, and she is too. And so they're with a guy. He's really a famous guy, and they know him personally in L.A. And I can't think of it. He's a anesthesiologist. He's a medical doctor,
Oh, yeah.
but
Angelo.
also Angela. They both
Yeah.
know Angela really well. And matter of fact, she he has sponsored Melanie, my daughter's name, and paid her way to go to retreats and things. So they're real close friends. Same as his boyfriend is close friends with Angelo too, and they do all kinds of different meetings with people who have they do shadow work and all that kind of stuff too, which I've never been drawn to, but that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. I
So anyway,
mean,
there's that connection with us. So I'm just so close to my daughters. I'm just so blessed to be so close to both of them.
oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. And that you guys are interested in the same things.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
my daughter was when she was young, she was just for 8 years. Her first 8 years, she was completely not in her head. She was completely just beautiful being with no personality traits or anything. And we thought she had some kind of mental disorder and blah blah blah, all this stuff. And then she regained it and then had normal issues and stuff with personality. But she had 8 years of being an Angelo, and she did an interview with Angelo, and he said, "You're a rare bird because you have quite a background, and growing up with me and stuff." So anyway, just throwing that out. It's kind of in the family a little bit.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's always just here, It's always just this. That's it.
yes,
There's nothing else. The
yes,
mind wants to
and I
imagine a
love.
story.
Oh my God, I love hearing that. I just thank you for saying that. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, there's
just
a
it.
resonance, right? It just makes sense. Like what else is there? It's so simple. It's just what's in between the past and the
It's
future.
it's too simple
It's,
because
yeah,
we're used to figuring stuff out and getting
yeah,
PhDs and things.
yeah,
We
yeah.
get,
Collecting all these
yeah,
spiritual
let's get a
concepts.
PhD. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get a PhD in non-duality, please.
Isn't it a joke now?
Oh
Like
God, yes.
like a non-duality master. It's like that is just got to be an oxymoron.
Yeah, yeah, it's an oxymoron.
Because yeah,
Yeah,
there's no one here to claim this. There's no one here to say I did this. I took responsibility for this. I'm special.
yeah.
It's just the effortlessness that's always been here. It's just there was a story playing on top about a spiritual journey, about a future, about an identity. But when you take away language, where is it?
Hmm. Yeah, and you can kind of continue like Angelo. I guess that's the same that the doctor. I mean, he has a full time practically. No one says he has a full time practice, and then he takes all these calls and does. I don't know how he does it. My God,
Mhm.
totally amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta be
Angelo
busy.
DeLillo.
Yeah.
Don't know how he does it. Yeah, wow, how beautiful though.
Yeah.
But he's a very smart dude.
Yeah. Yeah. He's great. Yeah. Yeah. Did you have any like questions or any areas
I
that like you wanted to yeah, ask about or
um
no pressure? Maybe no, maybe not, but no pressure.
yeah no, it feels like it's just being life is just revealing itself finally
Yeah.
after all these years. Oh my God,
Wonderful.
it's revealing itself.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then there's really nothing left to say, is there?
No,
Yeah.
it's very stillness is just so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And just and see it as just an unfolding, right? Just like life is just an unfolding. There's no end
It's
point.
an unfolding.
Yeah,
It's
there's
a
no.
revealing. I love the word revealing.
Mm,
Because revealing it reminds me of the word revelation. Revealing, revealing.
yeah,
It's just like the fog is just diminishing. The fog used to be my reality so much.
yeah.
Now there's just space.
There's just this openness, right? This timeless, impersonal
Mm-hmm.
neutrality, life, no cause, no
Yeah.
center point, no real quality, and yet all qualities at the same time, right?
And the other, oh, I was going to mention about the nature of thought has changed for me so much because I used to have all these strategies of getting rid of thought. And now I'm learning to coexist with thought.
Yeah,
So it's not
yeah,
this big battle to get rid of it. I can kind of
yeah,
just watch it and it goes and but when I do switch to the environment, looking around at my space and looking, walking and stuff like that, it's like it goes way down. It becomes in the distance. It becomes in the distance.
yeah. Yeah, good point. Yeah, because like it's like getting rid of thought is just another thought.
Yeah,
And the mind
yeah.
wants to position it as like a polarity thing, like, okay, no thought, good, thought, bad. I have to get to no thought. But what's here that allows
Sure,
for both, right?
sure.
What's between thought and no thought?
And it's like making peace with, instead of having this position, oh, like, I only want good, I only want, I used to do this myself. I only want feel good thoughts.
Yeah.
And I only want to be around people who can help me contribute to that by saying feel good things and nice and blah, blah, blah. And now I don't have those preferences. I can just watch, and usually the thoughts start to fade. You see them with kind of a goodness and a gladness. You welcome them. You welcome thoughts. Oh, like a friend. Even maybe it could be a sinister, horrible, crazy, mean thought. But and that would be like shadow work stuff. But my approach to that is just to welcome whatever comes. And when you welcome it, you don't have this adversarial thing going on with it. It just kind of starts to fade when you welcome it.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be, you just kind of welcome. Oh, that thought. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the same thing with
Yeah.
people. You welcome them.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Cause it's just a thought, right? That's all it is. If you think, oh,
It's
this, I gotta only
just
have good
a
thoughts or I gotta have no
thought.
thoughts, it gives them way more power and which just allows them to create more illusions and polarity.
Sure, sure. Like the
Yeah.
movie, going to a movie and being so, I love metaphors, going to a movie and getting so involved with the film. That's people's normal life. They don't realize they're in a film.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Like Plato's allegory of the caves, that
Right.
famous.
Right.
It's like, oh my God, we've been tied up and being forced to view in our
Yeah.
minds this film. And it's
Yeah.
just a film. Oh my God, you don't have to take it so seriously.
No.
Goodness, goodness,
No.
goodness.
You step outside of that dream and there's like this whole miracle magic going on right before us that doesn't have answers, that doesn't have questions. It just is what it is.
Yeah, and instead of that film being so entrapped
Yeah.
in the film,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
watching a video game, and you're so involved with the video game, you lose track of your own body, and you think you're a character in the video game. You're
Exactly.
so you're ensnared, and that's your reality. Meanwhile, your mother is calling you for lunch or dinner. Billy,
Mm,
time to eat.
yeah.
No, no, Mom, I got to kill this monster first.
Yeah. Right. We're just so hypnotized by the
We're
thoughts.
so hypnotized by it. And by God, but it's my monster. I'm going to get him. And then you
Hmm.
create your pseudo identity.
Yeah. Right. But it's only a
Yeah,
reference to the
wow.
past. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
patterns, memories. But this doesn't need that. This doesn't need a memory. You can have one. Nothing wrong with the memory. Nothing wrong with the past.
Exactly.
Nothing even wrong with the self-concept. But you're not a self. You're
Mm-hmm.
not a concept though. Like like that's just a bunch of words and mental images.
Yeah.
Like what's here without that? Everything?
It's so beautiful to say, I don't know.
It is.
So beautiful to say. I love that. Just, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
So much freedom
Yeah.
saying, I
Totally.
don't know.
Yeah. And it's not scary, right? Like sometimes we have these ideas of, oh, I'm gonna totally dissolve, or I'm gonna let go, or what if I die, or I'm afraid. But it's like this, you're just imagining a future. There's nothing to be afraid of right now.
Yeah. And part of it, I think, is for me is the way this is unfolded over slowly over years and years and years. Very slow awakening. Very, very slow and gradual, so there's no fear with it.
Yeah.
Very slow. Matter of fact, when I was, my first spiritual book was a book called A Gradual Awakening by Stephen Levine. And I love that. I went through several books over in 20 years. I had the same book. I would have to get new books because it was always falling apart. My kids would tease me about that. But little did I know the title of the book, and that's all. The book is all about Vipassana, but the title was to become kind of a title for how my life evolved and eventually revealed itself in a different way out of the dream.
Yeah.
Gradually, because it's been so gradual for me. Oh my God,
Yeah.
so gradual. Years would go by where I would just finally notice a leaf or something, and to
Yeah.
get out of the dream.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I know we're kind of, looks
A
like
lot
we're
of
at the end almost there.
Well, a lot of it
But
is
go
like the
ahead.
mind's collecting concepts, right? And this is where the concepts end, right? This is like the
Mm-hmm.
ceiling, like the
Yes.
concepts like can't,
Yes.
like this is what the concepts are talking about, but it's not the concept, right? Like people want to know
No.
what
No.
am I? What is life? It's like, well, this is it. It's not a concept. It's this.
It's not.
It's right. It's
It's
this.
not.
It's
You're
not a knowing. The
absolutely
knowing
right.
creates a two, right? But you're in the directness of what it is that your mind is looking for. So let go of the seeker, and here it is,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not the
Mm-hmm.
end. It doesn't mean that the thoughts immediately stop. It doesn't mean that you're enlightened. I don't even know what those words mean anymore. There's just the directness of life without the filter
That's
of
beautiful.
some identity that's trying to get somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm so happy for you, Jim. Thanks for sharing all of that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm so happy you magically appeared in YouTube.
Okay. Yeah. One of my
That was
special
really cool.
powers.
I guess so. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. No, that's so awesome. So.